Joe Cross here, the king of controversy, also known as the king of network marketing, king of sales, you name it, no BS, the harsh professor of, the professor of harsh reality. And what we're going to talk about in this video is systems. So many marketing people, business gurus, whatever you want to call these people, speakers, trainers, people that are on videos, they're ones you always see the click ads. They always have this new clever thing to talk about, or secrets. And what I've learned from my experience being in business for the last 15 years, there is no secrets. There are no secrets to success. There are only systems to it. So, for example, any successful business model has a system in place, right? For network marketers, most of the companies always telling you to follow the system. Unfortunately, their system is usually flawed because their system is usually just go talk to everybody and anybody. But that's not what we're going to talk about in this video. Where I see most business owners they fail before they even start, which to me simply means that they don't already have a system in place. So since I've been in business since 2001, we had a system on how we took phone calls in. We had a system from when a person walked into the door and what we said to them. We had a system of what they had to fill out before they came in. We had a system or an orientation that we always did. We had a system of the way that we did an interview. We had a system on how we placed ads. We had a whole booklet and a system of when I went to your market, this is how I would set up your advertisement. This is how I would set up your office. This is how I would set up your phone lines. And it was consistent across the board. So any great franchise business model organization that's able to scale, they start with the system first. And for most business owners, they don't have a system. So you're either three types of people, all right, and you guys can put this if you're watching the replay or whether you're watching it live. If you're the type of person that believes you have a system, put 1 in the comments. If you're the type of person that says number 2 that you need a system, or you're number 3, which is, damn, please, Lord, help me, I have no idea what I do on a daily basis, and you kind of just let the week run its course, and you kind of let the day run its course. So there is a system of how you should make phone calls. There's a system on what days of the week you should do a Facebook Live. There's a system on when you should follow up with prospects. There is a system on what days of the week, what times of the day you should be writing emails. And unfortunately, for me, where I help all of you out, is that I've already done all the testing. So I do seminars. I've done over 500 seminars. I've interviewed probably 10, 15, maybe $20,000 or 20,000 people. I have basically done so many cold calls, sales presentations, and you learn a thing or two mostly from your mistakes. Okay, so like for example, when I first started off doing seminars, we did seminars on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, any day of the week we would do a seminar. But then what we started to realize is there's certain days of the week, certain times of the day that we were getting bigger attendance. So that's all about knowing your numbers, monitoring the numbers. But most business owners don't have that much of a system. Most business owners kind of just wing everything, right? So there's a day of the week that I make phone calls. There's a day of the week I talk to clients. There's days of the week I launch websites. There's days of the week that I host events. Even if you went to one of my seminars, we even have a whole system of when you walk in, the things that you're going to be handed to, things that you have to fill out, the certain markers we use, where we put everything, where the table is going to be laid. I mean, you name it. But I think most business owners don't take that much consideration when building their business. They're kind of just winging it. And what does system stand for? What is the acronym for system? Save yourself energy, time, and money. Because if you don't have a system in your business, what ends up happening is you just kind of just go with whatever. Right now, if you're willing to take calls any day of the week, that's a problem. If you're willing to see and meet people on appointments any day of the week, that's a problem. If you go out to networking functions and you're willing to go any day of the week, any time of the day, that's a problem. Because what ends up happening is then you guys are confusing activity with results, meaning you're not doing things that are more productive, right? And any of the most successful franchises, what's up, Jennifer? Any of the most successful franchises have a system. I mean, McDonald's right now used to have a register, right, that it was made for a 15-year-old to be able to run. Eventually, they added pictures to it because they wanted it to be so simple. What's up, Alan? At the end of the day, here's what I think what most business owners don't realize what I really teach, okay? I give business owners confidence for sure. I teach them how to manage their time. That's one of the big things I do, right, for business owners. And teach them how to learn that if you don't have something in order, and if you don't have a way that you do things, and you haven't tested it to know that this works, and it works on a consistent basis, then you really don't have a system. You're kind of just winging it. And you're trying to figure out why I'm not having more success. Why am I not making more money? Why am I not getting more clients? Why am I not getting more business? Why am I not getting more followers? Why am I not getting more views on my videos? Why am I not getting more people to open my emails? Why can't I get anybody to show up to my events? Why can't I get anybody to sign up for my network marketing business? Why can't you're asking all these why questions, yet you're not looking for the answers, and usually the answers that you keep getting are the same gurus online saying the same thing, just repackaging it, right? What Jennifer just posted about, they use the words like attraction marketing, and they'll use things like, relationship marketing, because they're trying to make you think that there's this new way of doing business. No, marketing is marketing. Sales is sales. There's certain ways to do sales. There's ways to lead people. There are ways to make phone calls. There are certain days of the week you should be doing events. There are certain days of the week you should be following up with your clients. All of that. And if you don't have those things already in place, you're probably finding that you're always have less time. You're running around all the time, but you're not getting more money into your bottom line, into your business, into your bank account, right? So if anything you want to take away from this video, that 90% of what the things I mentioned, most people are going to be like, I don't have a system for any of that. I don't have a system for sales. I don't have a system for calls. I don't have a system for events. I don't have a system for anything. Well, if you want to go the long route, you could do what I did, test it for the last 15 years, and then you can figure it out on your own. Or you can basically work with somebody that's already been there, right? So one of the things I definitely want to talk about, and I'll end it with this, is that if you're going to do online business, right, and you see all these people market to you like, well, if you're online, why not make money online? That's easier said than done. Because if you do have attention online, and you do got people paying attention, engaging with your posts, but you have no way to monetize that, meaning you have no lead capturing system, then you're just online talking and rambling, and we really don't know if these people following you are really your true following, because you won't really know until you ask them to buy something. You really won't know until you ask them to take out their credit card. You really won't know if they're really your following if they're not investing from your influence, if they're not buying things on your influence, right? And that's how you know. It's about knowing the numbers, monetizing them. And most business owners don't do that. Most business owners don't look at all the things that are going wrong in the business and say, okay, well, I do it this way, it's not working. Okay, well, then change your system. I do sales calls in this day, but I have no success in it, so then change the system. I'm doing all this online stuff, but I'm not making any money. Well, then change your system, right? I do phone calls, but I never get anybody answer. Well, find a system to fix that problem. So everything that I do, online, offline, in business, from 2002 to now, is I've always had a system. And then once I knew what that system was, and I know that it worked, and even though it was boring, and we did the same thing every single day, I mean, McDonald's is going to always sell the same thing. Every once in a while, they're going to bring out a McRib, but for the most part, every day is the same, and the system is the same, and no one changes it because it works. Because it's proven it works. Even McDonald's and Burger King have a system of where they place the restaurants, if you guys didn't know that. So there is a system for everything, and unfortunately most business owners get caught up letting everybody else run their time, letting everybody else run what they do, and they don't create their own system, right? So if anything you want to learn from this video, guys, is take a look at your business and really think about it. If you don't have a schedule, if it's not scheduled, it's not important. So if you don't have a certain thing that you do every day and every certain time of the day, and you don't have certain days of the week, you do certain things versus others, then you really don't have a system, and you kind of let the day run you. And unfortunately, if the day runs you, the week runs you, people run you, you're never going to be successful in business. You're never going to make as much money as you desire because everybody else manages your time but yourself. So hope you guys learn from that. Talk to you guys soon. Work your way to the top because the bottom is too crowded.